Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Enlightening Your World, the media outreach of Beacon Light Global Ministries. I'm so glad you could join us today as we continue in this series entitled Divine Connections. If you just joined us, you may be wondering, what exactly is a divine connection? A divine connection is when God connects you to the right people in the right places. It's when He connects you to the right people in the right places at the right time to do the right thing. And when that happens, two things manifest in your life. First and foremost, God gets glory and honor. His name gets glory and honor. Secondly, you live a life of total fulfillment and you accomplish God's plan for your life. So we're going to deviate today from the scriptures just a little bit to answer a question. But hey, I'm a preacher, so I'm pretty sure I'm going right back to the word. But a question was asked by a dear partner to this ministry, very helpful with helping me launch. The question that was asked was, what happens when a person who brought about a divine connection leaves your life? You know, whether they just disconnect, they move on to other things. What happens? What are you supposed to do? Well, I found in my personal life that people connect to you on three different levels. One is a reason. Secondly, a person connects for a season. And thirdly, a person connects for a lifetime. So let's give some examples. Let's just say you're driving down the road and your car breaks down. Someone, it's raining, it's bad weather. Someone pulls alongside of the road and they're very friendly. They assist you with changing your tire, and they wait for roadside assistance, helps you out, and maybe they even follow you into the next town or to the nearest service station to get your car serviced. Well, that may have been a friendly person and a nice person, but that person was only there for that reason. They would have never stopped. You would have never connected to them any other way. You know, you're not going to get their phone number. You're not going to become buddies on Facebook or anything like that. They just came for that reason. And so many times we tend to hold on to people who are only there for a reason. God sent them for a certain time in your life, a very short span of time in your life. And it wasn't to foster long-term enduring relationships. It was only to meet a need in your life, to get you moving forward in your destiny. It was to fix something. I like to think of it this way. If you've ever been sick and you've gone to a ER, you've gone to an emergency room. Well, no one lives in the emergency room. No one hangs out in the emergency room. Most people complain because they spend too much time in the waiting room trying to get to the emergency room. But once you're seen behind those doors, they are checking your vitals, they are checking your symptoms, and they're trying to give you a diagnosis so they can send you on your way. Sometimes it's to go see your regular family care provider or your primary care physician. It may be just to give you some medicine that you need for a few days or maybe a few weeks, and that's the end of it. It's not a long-term relationship. You'll probably forget their names, what time you went, and everything. But they were there for a reason. They weren't there to be a permanent fixture in your life. And so what we have to do as believers, we have to realize that, and we have to embrace it for what it is. It's nothing personal. It's not that you're a bad person. It's not that they're not a good person, but they were only there for a reason. I told you I'm a preacher. I knew I would go right back to the word. What just came to mind was Melchizedek. If you look in Genesis, you will see that Abram met a man by the name of Melchizedek. He was a high priest, and he had a unique connection with Abraham. He bestowed upon him a blessing. Abram gave tithe of everything he had received. He had just came from war to rescue his nephew Lot, who had gotten himself in a serious situation by connecting in the wrong town to the wrong folks. but that's a whole nother message. I won't get into that today. I'm going to stick with this. But Melchizedek is only mentioned in Abraham's life one time. Now, did it have a great impact? Yes, it did. Did it change Abraham's life forever? Absolutely. But we never see Melchizedek mentioned again with Abraham. The next time we really see his name mentioned is actually in Hebrews when it says Jesus came after the order of Melchizedek. But he showed up for a reason. He came to bestow a blessing on Abram. He didn't come for anything else. They didn't hang out. Of course, back then they didn't have cell phones. They didn't have social media. So those things never transpired. But he was there to bestow a blessing and to move forward. It wasn't that he didn't like Abram anymore. It wasn't that Abraham didn't like him anymore. It's not that they lost touch. He was just there for a reason. And so we need to learn to thank God for allowing people to come into our lives for a reason. Sometimes you're down and out. Sometimes you've lost focus of your call or your purpose, or you've lost focus because of a critical point in your life. And that person only came for that reason, to help restore you, to encourage you, and to get you moving again. So I hope that's been enlightening to you. We're going to cover the next few in our next broadcast, but I want to take this time right now to thank you so much for tuning in each time we do these broadcasts. And I am using my faith and I am adjusting my schedule because I want to be able to impact your life, to encourage you, to exhort you multiple times throughout the week. I thank you for your feedback. Please continue to share these videos with your friends and have them to sign up, to subscribe through www.beaconlightglobal.org. That's www.beaconlightglobal, that's all one word, .org. And at the top of the screen, you'll see the option to subscribe. You give us your name and your email address, and you will receive these videos each time that they are published. We are posting these videos on YouTube. That is a way you can subscribe, but I really prefer that you would do it through the website. That way we can track how large this net is going. We can give you more personalized updates. Every update won't necessarily be in the form of video, but it may be something I just want to share, and it's posted on the website. Coming up soon, we're going to be posting on Vimeo, which is another great outlet. I'm working the ins and outs of it to make sure that we're putting a quality product in the media forum. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.